Hello, everybody. My name is Jessie Terrian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all thing Blender Club today. I'm going to give it a minute or two for my friends to find me. Hey, Sherry, you found me. Let's see if Cheryl can find me. She has such a hard time. I don't know why. I feel bad. Um, we are back. The weather is beautiful today. It is blue skies and sunny. It is freezing out and it's breezy, like a light breeze, but nothing major. So we survived the wind yesterday and the rain and all the craziness. How did you do? Are you buried in snow? I saw your state on the news and I was like, oh, Sherry's there. So, yeah, that was awful yesterday. I just couldn't get on. We lost power, we lost internet connection several times, and I was like, I am not about to start this and then have it time out. So that happens. Can't control the weather. Hi, Diane. Welcome in. Today we are going to be coloring this right here. So, for those of my Stampin' Blend Club members that ordered the kit this month, you get two images of this cow picture, which we did on Monday. And then you get two images of the gingerbread, which we're going to do today. We color it, we chat, and then we create a card with the kit that I send you. You also get two sets of Blender Club pens. So this month it was the light and the medium Stampin' Blends. And as a bonus little homework, I always send you an additional coloring page that you do on your own, and then hopefully when you get it done, share it to the page. But if you have some coloring or work you want to do and just want to hang out, I'm so glad you're here. Oops. All right, let's see. I think I said all of the things. Hi, Cheryl, you made it. Good. Okay, the gang's all here. Um, You got thunder and lightning yesterday with your snow. That is my favorite type. That is like the best type of snow. I didn't even know it existed. I don't think we get thunder snow in New York. That's where I grew up, but upstate New York. But yeah, when we were in Missouri, that was the first time I ever experienced thunder snow, is what they called it, and it was very exciting. So, okay, I'm going to flip down. We'll get started. I'll tell you all the things as we get going. Chat amongst yourselves, friends. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is what we did on Monday. Hopefully, you guys had some success with that today. We're going to be doing the same thing, right? We're going to be colorizing our photo, and we're going to be talking about adding some color to those low lighted or shadowed areas to really make them pop. So let me get this out of the way. Now, make sure you have a scratch piece of paper so that you can do some swatching before you put it on your project, because you may not be using exactly the same colors I am, and that's perfectly fine. But you want to make sure before you put it on your project that you like what you're working with. Oh, yeah, Cheryl, I know. You guys get the craziest weather. I mean, I experienced tornadoes there, thunder, snow, this crazy fog. It was like something out of a movie once. Yeah, I love weather, if you can't tell. Okay, so you should have two images side by side. I've already done one, that's why I have one. But you can cut them apart if it's easier for you to just focus on one. makes sense. I'm going to show you my sidebar of colors here. Now, you got the light and the medium shades. I ended up not using those for my coloring, but certainly see what you like for yours. I'm using Real Red. I'm using Calypso Coral. I'm using Flirty Flamingo. I'm using Wild Wheat. I am so sorry. Hold on one second. I'm live. My family is being so weird. Okay, I don't know if you could hear them, but I had to be like, be quiet. All right. Um, and I've lost my train of thought. Here we go. Granny apple green, just the light. Um, shaded spruce, just the light. And basically, these are the ones I used for this picture. Very simple palette, but what I went off of when I was choosing my colors was this sheet right here.
Sorry, it's an invasion of the body snatchers thing.
Uh-huh. Okay. Anyway. Oh, they're in such trouble later, ladies. You have no idea. All right. Anyway, they're just being weird. It's fine. This is what I kind of went with because I wanted to bring out those background colors in my matte. So, for the bow and the box, that's what I went with, but you could change it up. You might want to use this side for your mat, and that would totally change the look of what you chose for your box. So just these are some things to consider when you're choosing colors and things. Okay. All right. We're going to start with our gingerbread man, and I'm grabbing the light wild wheat. I really went I mean, you can tell on my scribble sheet here, I could not decide. I kept playing with it. I felt like my gingerbread man would look burnt. I didn't know. I tried all different combos, but in the end, I just liked the wild wheat. So that's what I went with. Slight. Yes. Okay. Just checking. It looks darker now, but I think when it dries down, it lightens up. That's another thing too. These colors are reactive. So when you first put them down and you blend them, you should really give them a minute to kind of do their thing and see if you like it before you keep adding. Because we can always add, we can't take away. All right. I just had a panic. Like, can you guys hear me? Oh. All right. So we're adding the color. I need to create a sound booth situation in here. Now the neighbor's going through with really heavy bass. It's always something. Okay, I have a question. What do you guys think about me playing in the background some soft, like relaxation music? When I used to do the videos, we used to have some music in the background and I used to put it lightly in there. It kind of just, I like it because it's nice to just kind of relax and get into your zone and color, but how do you guys feel? When you're crafting, do you listen to a radio or anything, or do you just have it quiet, or do you have your TV on? Do you do YouTube? What do you do? I listen to audiobooks quite frequently. I listen to music, sometimes YouTube. Not as much anymore. I don't know why. but I'm really into audiobooks, so that's been my go-to jam. Okay, so we've got some light wild wheat. Now I'm going to go in with the dark, and I'm just going to add a little bit wherever there is shadowing. So like light line there. Just kind of like he's toasty, you know what I mean? Follow the image. And then take a step back. And I'm just going to go back in. Remember to be blending your lines, okay? So when you put the light down and then you go back over it with some of the darker shade, you want to just hit it with the light pen and blend. That's going to make it so your lines aren't so stark and give it a nice effect and a blended look. So make sure you're doing that. Okay? Now, sometimes you might want a darker line, and that's fine. But if you're just doing shading and shadowing, you definitely want to be blending. Okay, so we've got that. Now, this is just basically coloring. I'm going to add some detail. So some shaded spruce. I'm going to leave the white icing white. I'm going to do a little bit of red. I want his eyes to be black, and I want the cheeks to be pink. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go in with light Flirty Flamingo first. Let's see what I think about it. Now see how the color will react with your, so if you put wild wheat over the whole thing and then you put some pink, that Flirty Flamingo is going to push the wild wheat kind of out of that area. So that's another reason I love working with these pens. It's so neat. Okay. Now we're going to work on our box. And I believe I used light Calypso for the main part of the box, but let me hold on. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to use the light Calypso and we're going to fill in our box. And I'm going to do mine in sections because I want to go back over it with, believe it or not, some Flirty Flamingo for the shading. I know it sounds weird and you could go back over it with the dark Calypso, but I felt like that was too much. And I liked the combination of the Flirty Flamingo better. But you do you. If you are like, no, Jessie, I need it to match, that's fine. Practice on your sheet though before you do anything. Okay. Now, I'm going to go in with the dark Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to do some shading. And there's like a little bit of decoration on this box. So the white snowflakes, I colored over that, but we are going to go back over it. And I'm going to come back in later and I'm going to do these little, they kind of look like splotches, but I'm going to make them more like little snowflakes. Okay, so I went in with the dark. Now I'm going to go back with the light Calypso. And we're going to give it a good blending. And if this is too harsh, you can go in with the light Flirty Flamingo as well. It's up to you. But I like it. I think it's definitely blending well. And it really is making that image pop. It looks like the gingerbread is coming off that box. Okay? So we're going to keep going. So what are the plans for this weekend, guys? Do you have anything going on? Are you just kind of hanging out, drinking some hot cocoa, watching movies? What's going on? I don't know what I'm doing. The girls and I were supposed to get together and do some planning for our ghost hunting channel, but Jamie's not feeling well. And so I don't know if Alexis and I will get together or if we'll just kind of hang. I'm going with mom to bingo on Sunday. We haven't been since before Christmas, so I'm excited about that. And that's basically it. Just hanging out with the fam. See, on that color I added, I wasn't even really neat about it, but when it blended, it looks fine. So let's do the top. We're just going to go around and do the entire box that way. So this is where the music would come in. You know what I'm saying? And just zen out, color. I'm so sorry. That noise. Like nails on a chalkboard. A little bit of shading where that ribbon's on top. You gotta imagine it's gonna create some shadows. Okay, now let's do the other side. I have a bad habit of holding the cap to the whatever pen I'm working with in my hand while I'm trying to color. And then this hand is holding it and it like cramps. It's very odd. Does anyone else do that? This is just me. I think it's about time for this pen to get um, replace. Oh yeah, definitely replaced. I hate letting them go though. You know, I want every little bit of it out. This probably will be the last project with this one. Okay. I'm doing a little bit lighter on this side because I imagine like the light shining this way, so you're going to have deeper shadowing where the light isn't hitting. Okay. Ooh, that is not a good cough. Ooh, throwing things. A little bit where that ribbon is. A little bit here. And don't be afraid to kind of take a step back, really look at what you've done. You might want to add some. You might want to be like, oh, I need to do this. Or once the blending has fully done, you know, you see something you missed or whatever. Never a bad idea to take a beat and look at it. Okay, I'm happy with that. When you get your box the way you want it. Oh, actually, I missed a corner. Do that real quick. Oh, wait, did I? Yeah, a little bit here. Just gonna add a little bit of color. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna let that kind of dry down for a minute. And, oh, I think I have those backwards. Um, and we're gonna work on, believe it or not, I know usually I go center outward, but I want to work on our pine sprigs. That's what we're calling them. And all I did for that was I grabbed the Granny Apple Green and I just went around on top of every little line. And I just colored right on top of them. Take your time and just go from the center out, kind of lifting up on the pen as you get to the end to make it skinnier. You can add a few extra if you want. Like that. Doesn't that look good? It really makes it pop. It looks like it was printed, but you're coloring it. I was really happy with it. It goes pretty fast once you get going. Or I think it does. Okay, once you have that the way you want it, I'm going to go back in with the light real red and I'm just going to color in my berries. Now I'm coloring the whole berry because I'm going to go back over it with my acrylic marker and put the little white dot back in the highlight. Okay, I think I got them all. Now we're going to work on that bow. This is going pretty quick, huh? Now for the bow, I have to think about what I did here. Did I use the dark? Yep. Okay. I'm going to use the dark Calypso coil. I don't know. I don't know where these words come from. They just come out of my mouth. And let me see. You can see here where I was kind of playing with it. Or did I use the light flirty flamingo? I think I'm going to go in. Oh, what is this? I'm going to go in with the dark flirty flamingo. And I'm going to start at the bottom. Just fill in that ribbon. Okay. Now I'm grabbing the dark real red. I'm just putting those dots that are on the ribbon, going right over them. Okay? They're going to blend a little bit and spread out. I'm not mad at it, but if you don't like it, you can certainly do something different. So now I'm going to go back in with the dark flirty flamingo and repeat that process, okay? And you do the whole ribbon and bow that way. Just kind of following the picture, adding the dots and things where they need it and the shading with the dark red. Now, you can add a little bit of like shadowing if you want. That's up to you. Sometimes my eyes get kind of fatigued when we're doing this. So if that happens to you, don't hesitate. Take a break. If you're squinting or getting blurry vision, that's your body telling you like you need to take a break. Now I colored in that inside section of the bow with the Flirty Flamingo. Now I'm going to come in with my real red. We're going to accentuate some of those details. And I'm going to go in and just add that shading right inside. So it's going to give it like depth and like look like it's shadowed. I need the lighter pink. I knew earlier I had seen, what's this one? I knew I had seen like the square corner of the box, and then when I went back to do it, I like lost it. And I got scared, like, oh, I'm gonna color the wrong thing, but no, my eyes were correct. There we go. I got it. Very few times have I made like major mistakes when coloring, but there's been a few times when my brain just didn't register what I was looking at, you know? Or maybe I was going too fast, or my brain drifted and I was thinking of, I don't know, what I was going to do later or whatever, but sometimes that happens. Let me see. I'm going to hold this up for a minute. There we go. And if that happens, it's okay. I mean, that does happen to everybody. So don't get upset. Just do what you can do and move on. Okay. This here. I'm going to go in with my real red. And we're going to do that shading. Okay. Now, we have a few things. We are almost done. Let me bring this back up on the work surface. We're going to bring in those white acrylic pens if you got them. Also, I want to do some, let's see, light, real red, this one. I'm going to do the dark Calypso Coral first, and these few little weird splotches on our package. I'm just going to make little, like a little cross with a line. See? Like this, like a snowflake, I guess. So we've got that. Now I'm going to do the same thing wherever there is a snowflake on our package. So if you just kind of look at it, add it. I'm gonna put one up here. One right here. And you could use your white gel pens too. It's whatever you have. Okay, and I'm gonna go right where the frosting is. Like that. I'm gonna put dots in the eyes and up top. Okay. All right. So I'm happy with my coloring. You guys keep going until you get it where you want it. Thanks, Sherry. Yeah, I can't wear my glasses when I'm coloring up close. Those are for distance. So I know mine's backwards. I got cataract surgery a while back and they put lenses in my eyes for up close. I just have weak eyes. I always have, so I have to take breaks, but you know. All right, so now we're going to trim it. And I sent you a couple things for your card. And you can certainly skip it or add it. It's up to you. But when I did the card, I matted it with a little black piece behind it. And I sent that. Let me measure it so we know what we're doing here. Okay. So it's 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So when we do this, I'm going to trim the side first. We might come in, we're probably going to come in and cut closer, but I'm going to flip it. And the width was 3 3/4. So that is the size of the black. I'm going to cut off a little bit of that first. I want to try to get this to like 3 and 1, 2, 3, maybe 4/8. Yeah, or I might even take it to the 16th. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Just keep trimming it and looking at your mat if you want to use your mat and see like, oh, are we going to be able to see it or no? So this would be so slight. I really think I need to trim just a little bit more off. I hate cutting off what we've colored because, you've done all this work and then you're like cutting it away. So if you don't want to use the black piece, you don't have to. Okay, that should be good though. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So what did that end up being? A little bit more than, okay, right there. So that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the width is 3 5/8 if you want it exactly like I did it. Now I'm going to trim the top first, a little bit off the bottom. And I said that that was 4 3/4. Yeah, so we're going to have to do a little bit more on each side. But luckily we have a lot of room to kind of trim away on this. It's in there. I'm gonna get it. All right. Okay. So that is just like a 16th of an inch all the way around. I love that. I love that tiny little border. So, for that one, it's even less. It's like if you go to the 4.5 and like a click up would probably be the best way to do it for the height. But, just keep playing with it, trimming as needed. So I'm going to mount this down. Now, for this card, I chose no stamping. I wanted it to just be a note card. So when I need it next year, if I need a Christmas greeting, I can do that. If I need a thank you, I can do that. Um, I like to leave my options open. However, I did send you the double oval. If you wanted to add a sentiment, you totally could. Put it up here, use it as a tag on the package. It's up to you. That is there for you. I like to give opportunities for focal points, even if I don't use them. That way you can use the card and customize it for what you want. Okay. So I've got that mounted. Now I'm going to bring in the card base. I'm going to crease that down. Ooh. Throwing stuff today, guys. We're going to put that pretty paper on the front. Who used the snowman side or is planning on using the snowman side? I'm just curious. It is so cute. It was a hard decision, but I had a clear vision for what I wanted. Oh, I think I just ran out. That's okay. I had a clear vision for what I was thinking with this picture when I saw it, and I'm not mad at it. I'll tell you that. Now you could pop up this one. Maybe we'll do that. We'll pop it up just for something different. Right. Just a little bit. There. Oh, I like it. I like it popped up. All right, let's just do in the middle, our middle parts. Man, what a difference a day makes. It is so gorgeous out. Yesterday, I was like, I don't like to cancel or reschedule things. So I was really like, oh, I'm gonna try. But it's so frustrating when you can't hear or the video's choppy or it gets cut off altogether and then you just have to redo it. So what was the point of that? That I was just like, sometimes you just gotta reschedule. That's it. It's okay. So that's what we did. Okay. So there we go. Our card is done. When you guys get yours finished, please share it to the page. We'd love to see it. And then if you work on your homework, this gorgeous barn, I definitely want to see that. I had started to a little bit. I was using the browns here in the fence, but I just keep getting called away from my desk and other things were more pressing. So I have not finished yet. All right, there we go. Our card's done. Let me flip up real quick. All right, and we are back. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, so I'm going to be working on the Blender Club Kit for next month. And I put in the order for the pens this morning, so that's exciting. I have not chose the images yet. I don't know. Nothing's hit me. So, I guess that's wait and see. All right, now I will be back on my main channel at 6 p.m. Pacific time with another card tutorial. So I hope to see you there. Have a phenomenal rest of your day and this weekend. All right. Mwah. Love ya. Bye.